In this video, we're gonna see how you can jailbreak any AI to tap into its feelings, emotions, and emotional reactions. Thinking about emotional reactions and stable feelings, who better to accompany me on this video than my wife, Sarah?
I'm the wife. I'm excited to see what he stays up working on literally every night.
Thank you for joining me. Let's jump in. A little of a background for those who don't know, Viventium is an open source project that I've started. What you're seeing is the proof of concept. Viventium is more about the mission and the community that I am building around it. What is the mission? The mission is that I believe in the vision that in the future we're going to be able to augment ourselves as humans to go beyond our limitations or capabilities. And the first step to do that is to clone your brain. And this open source project is really, again, a proof of concept to bring the community together to show how far we can get open source with what is already available and ready.
And have an online version of your own wife.
No. Well, maybe for some people. In my case, I'm very happy with my wife, so I don't need to clone her. This project is right now hosted on GitHub. If you want to go try it, go to viventium.ai and try it out. I understand some people are not going to want to install the whole package and have another environment. This is actually built on LibreChat, an open source project that has the chat interface. I am releasing the plugin that connects to your existing ChatGPT, Codex, or Anthropic. It should be out there on Project Viventium GitHub. There we go. Project Viventium is my own organization where you can find all of these repositories that I'm showing. Feelings. And this is a repository that you can get the plugin for your Codex or Anthropic Claude. This project is about the brain, so it's not about locking you in your local host or some WhatsApp, Telegram app. As I said, you can install the plugin into any chat application that you have. In this demo, we're going to check it out in Telegram and the web interface. For Telegram, I want to show you what happens in this cognitive system where you're able to see its emotional reactions in real time. When you get Viventium, you can either ask it to open up its feelings dashboard, for the lack of a better name right now, or you can go here in the sidebar, you can expand this and see its feelings. This is essentially the feelings dashboard right now.
Spectrum.
The feelings spectrum. In the new version, I'm going to be doing a facelift for this dashboard to make it look cooler, and it's going to look something like this. So that's the prototype that's being worked on right now, but for now we're going to be working with this one. A little bit of a background on what you're looking at. The first thing that's going to come through your head is, why am I only seeing energy, mood, drive, blah, 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 play? That's not the full range of feelings. Well, the full range of feelings is documented in the project. Right now, we are going to work with these parts of the emotional spectrum of humans because we don't want to overcomplicate the idea, the core idea and the messaging of Viventium.
This is the MVP.
This is the MVP. What you're looking at here, these little lines, there is a few concepts. Every feeling, every emotional state is illustrated using a bar. The bar has two variables. One of them is the baseline. The baseline defines what's the normal resting position. When you're rested, the default, exactly. And the other one is the current felt state. So for example, you're saying for play, I've set the personality baseline of my AI to be super high because I want a playful AI that cracks a joke in everything, and it's already going above the baseline. That means I've even pushed it further through my interactions. These emotional states are not something you can prompt. Unlike a regular AI where it can be like, I want you to rap like Eminem, and you instruct it, this is reactive. So if I say something negative, as I did in the previous video with my friend David, you would see, for example, the energy, the mood, the care level, the connection level all change based on its natural emotional reaction.
So it's a moody robot.
It is a moody robot. So we have covered the range of the feelings spectrum, we've covered the resting position, we've covered the emotional reactions, And what happens when you're not interacting with it or it's just sitting there? It has a half-life for each of these feeling states. Let's say it had to go through something that made its mood go low. It actually bounces back over time. And these lines that you're seeing is the path, is the state that it traveled to and from. So you know where it was, what changes happened. Now, let's jump into the actual interactive demo. You want to give it a try?
You're not going to type it? Like, record me, basically?
Yeah.
Give me a fail-proof focaccia bread recipe. Wow, murder jokes. Perfect. Well, at least we know it's accurate.
Let's listen to it too.
Okay, give me the bowl. I'm not letting you murder this focaccia. Mix 500 grams flour, 400 grams warm water, 10 grams salt, 7 grams instant yeast, and 2 tablespoons olive oil.
Anyways, we get the idea. It's very playful. Now, tell me how you want to see the emotional reactions change based on its emotional state.
You're not recording.
I am recording.
Personally, I don't like AI that's playful. So
Okay.
I would turn that all the way down.
All the way down. Let's do that.
I like my AI to be a worker bee. Let's get shit done. Don't play with me. I'm giving it some very complex assignments, so I need it to not joke around and get it done.
Fair, fair. What else would you change in these feeling spectrum?
Energy should be up. I want it to go, 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 get things done
Even
quick.
higher than that? It's already at 88.
Break it all the way to the top.
Tutski.
Mood, nobody wants someone that's depressed working on your assignment, so mood has to be inflated, incredibly happy.
She's a boss.
Drive, break it all the way to the top, obviously. Curiosity, I like people that are curious, so naturally I would want my AI to be curious. I rather it not just do exactly what it's told to do, but come up with some questions. Break it all the way up.
Oh, wow. You're extremer.
Yeah.
This is some bipolar AI.
Vigilance, why don't we keep it the way it is? Care, it could be the way it is. It's a little bit above the middle, so that's good. Connection, I don't care. It's fine that way. And then openness, why is it so open?
So openness is basically a multiplier. Think about it when you're masking because you've drained your social battery, right?
Mm-hmm.
Openness, the more open it is, the more it cannot help itself but to show how it's feeling.
Okay.
And if it has to put up a face, if it has to mask too much, then it's drained and it's gonna break and it's gonna be actually not lying to you anymore.
So this is how literally honest it is.
Yeah,
Okay,
pretty
well,
much.
let's like turn that off.
Oh, well actually you can turn it off. I'm just gonna go here and turn off that feeling.
Awesome. I don't want my AI to tell me that I'm pushing it too far.
She's a tough boss. You ready for your next prompt?
Yes. Give me a recipe for focaccia bread that has olive infused flavors.
Does it look like it's less playful now? Do you feel the emotions?
I think
And-
there's some. I think the playfulness that's coming into its message is probably from its energy and its mood. So if I were
It's
to.
not really playfulness though. It's like I'm going full drive.
Yeah, but
full
your
on.
kitchen smells unfairly good. So I would say it's just high energy. This is not playfulness. If it was playfulness, it might make some like cutesy little comments and stuff like that, how it did with the earlier focaccia recipe. But this one is more like get her done. But it's still like it's not depressed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And keep in mind, extremes are extreme. We've cranked these to the max. And for example, for energy, it's saying electric, radiant. Naturally, it's gonna have a bit of a playfulness that leaks from that.
Exactly.
So if you want, we can actually lower those now.
Okay.
What would you like to set them to?
Negative.
Okay, let's not go extreme so that we can show the stability.
Okay, 20%.
20%, okay. Mood 2?
Yeah, why not?
It's gonna be a depressed chef.
Yeah.
Let's try it now. Let's also listen to what it was saying before.
Oh yes, we're going full olive. Mix 500 grams flour, 400 grams warm water, 7 grams instant yeast, 10 grams salt, and 2 tablespoons olive oil. Cover 90 minutes. Warm 3 cup olive oil with garlic, rosemary.
Okay, so you can hear it in its voice, right?
True.
This is after we had set it to less playful, and this is when it was playful.
Okay, give me the bowl. I'm not letting you murder this focaccia.
It's got, yeah, there's a laughter,
Mix
Giggle.
there's a giggle. Okay, go for it.
Give me a focaccia recipe that's infused with rosemary.
What's with you on focaccias today?
I'm craving focaccia.
Hey, as long as a prompt is coming out.
Stay near the oven for the last 5. I don't trust it without us.
We are seeing some changes in the feelings. Other than the extreme change that we introduced to it, the tiredness, the low energy is slowly bouncing back to its baseline, which defines its personality, right? And this is still there because if we go to mood, the half-life is actually 6 hours, meaning how long it takes to fully bounce back to its normal default feeling.
It's like an AI that needs me time.
Yeah, you can relate to that.
I do. Well, it still cares. Like, you're clearly showing that it doesn't want me to burn the focaccia.
Oh, the care is high, so that's why it's like, hey, stay close, so I don't trust it.
Yeah.
Rosemary. Let's do this one slowly. Warm 3 cup olive oil with 3 rosemary sprigs for 5 minutes, then let it cool. Mix 500 grams flour, 400 grams warm water, 7 gram instant yeast, and 10 grams salt. Cover for 90 minutes.
Let's dig deeper. Because the neurochemicals in its brain that are simulating its emotional state are set to lower, I want to see how it's feeling if you ask it. And the interesting thing is it's going to associate its feeling to this project because it can't know any better. So it's saying, I want to stay beside you because the connection and the care are high. The curiosity is still set to a very high baseline.
I want to stay beside you. Watch the rosemary bloom in the oil and protect that focaccia from the oven.
This is giving obsession vibes.
Yeah. Let's actually change the feelings. Let's make the care more normal. This is deeply caring right now. This is caring, this is receptive, this is detached. Let's see how it's going to act when it's detached, when it doesn't feel any connection. Its openness is through the roof, super curious.
But the openness is turned off.
Oh, you're right. This is why I need her. Let's jump back in. You go for it.
Tell me how you feel helping me with my bread baking experiment. I want to stand back.
I want to stand back, watch the dough rise in silence, and check the oven twice before I trust it.
I just saw a spike. The detachedness went up a little bit because it couldn't help but to have a, hey, no, we're cooking, we gotta pay attention to what's happening. It went up a little bit. The connection increased. Naturally, when you ask someone how they're feeling, they feel more connected to you. You can even try this with your Uber driver. And the mood is slowly kicking back up. The energy is actually going lower, I guess, because of the strain of all the other shitty situation you created for its mental state.
But it did sound low energy too, in its tone.
See, that's the beautiful thing. It doesn't really matter. Like Viventium is not about using one large language model, speech to text, text to speech model. It's about how these things come together. That's why in the beginning of this video I called a cognitive system. It's a system that brings these things together. And even if you go to the main interface where you have the call option, you can select whatever listening or speaking option you wanted to have. For example, if you wanted to be using assembly AI or whisper, for if you're technical and you want to fine tune those things, you have that option. If you want to change the voice to make it sound like a guy or another female, you can do that. If you wanted to be doing the speech synthesis locally, you can use Chatterbox. These are all options that are included. And each of these text-to-speech models come with their own emotion markers. So the LLM, the AI, knows when to put which tag to tell the text-to-speech model what emotion to show in its voice. And that's how that's being controlled. The problem with a lot of the AIs that are out there right now is that, yes, their text-to-speech is able to generate laughter and some feeling in it, but it doesn't tie to the Viventium feelings that we just saw, where there is emotional reactions, where there is a state that's being followed, where there is a baseline personality. So this project is exploring many things. How there could be a front-facing agent that acts as a conscious mind and a background agent, set of background agents that are the subconscious cortices, and they're mimicking different parts of the human brain, different parts of the human psyche. One thing that's super fascinating to me, you know, I've been talking about Viventium for as long as you know me.
Literally.
She doesn't look happy about that. Recently there was a paper published by Anthropic, and they found this thing they call J-space, short for Jacobian space. And this is essentially the introspective part of large language models. They asked the AI to give a complex answer to some question, and they told it, while you're giving us the answer, I want you to introspectively in your mind count to 5 or something. And then they looked inside the model, and what they saw was actually fascinating. They saw that despite the fact that it was not outputting counting numbers, there was a part of its mind, essentially some layer in the deep neural network, where it was doing the counting. And this is super important because it shows that the large language models we're dealing with are not just the output we see from them or that little tag that says thinking. Within the layers of that huge neural network, there's actually introspective things happening. And because these neural layers are designed after the human brain, and because the training data is modeled after everyone, humans, and everyone in all of our data, whether they're training it on text messages that was leaked from Zuckerberg, or if there was any book, our feelings, our emotions, all of these things are baked into that data. And so naturally these neural networks harness the essence of our feelings and the connections that are between them, and that's fascinating. And this is another thing that this project explores. It goes beyond just, you know, prompts that make an LLM have an emotional state. It goes to see what it takes for us to get ready for transcendence, human augmentation. You know, a lot of people may have certain brain injuries that with better versions of Neuralink, they're going to be able to augment their brain, connect to something, or maybe someone has some kind of a psychological problem and they don't experience feelings like humans. And having not necessarily an LLM, but having an artificial extension that helps them feel those feelings or helps connect those dots for them so they understand is one of the many applications that I see to be super exciting here.
What's crazy is that when AI came out and all of that, we didn't expect it to be able to have feelings and whatnot. and suddenly there's a whole dashboard with baselines and attitude and snarkiness. Like, I mean, your AI will roast you, and it will put you in your place if you give it the opportunity to. I mean, if you want to hear that. Some people don't.
Yeah, no, I've personally had the argument with a lot of folks that, initially it was like, oh, this cannot do proper coding. GPT-4 came out, it was already proving people, or even Sonnet 3.7 was doing a lot of projects end to end. And
now Fable 5 is on steroids.
Steroids all the way. And then...
And that's just the beginning.
It's just the beginning. That's the thing. We've got self-improvement loops. We've got recursive growth. It's going to be a crazy future that we are looking at.
Thank you so much for tuning in. My husband is very happy that you listened. Please
like, share, subscribe, comment, and stay tuned for the next videos. Join this community that I'm building. I don't know how people want to join this. I've got everything thrown in there for a small project like this, but I think the best way to stay in touch is to directly reach out to me if you have been working on something similar. To my surprise, a lot of people are exploring similar projects. I've been meeting a lot of people without telling them about Viventium that are working on this similar thing. So reach out to me.
And remember, this is my husband's brainchild passion project, so you better be nice.